Hello and welcome to another Carpology tackle video. This is the JRC Stealth Compact 2G Bivvy. It's got the footprint of a one-man bivvy, but it feels a lot bigger, and there are plenty of features to have a look at. As you can see, with the front fully removed, there is a lot of space in here, yet it retains a pretty compact footprint. We're in quite a tight swim here and it doesn't feel sort of overgunned or overbearing. There are so many different door options on the front, including a clear panel, which I'm quite interested in. When was the last time you saw someone use a clear panel on the lake near you? If you're a clear panel user, then do let me know in the comments. I'm quite intrigued because there is often a clear panel supplied with a bivvy, but you don't see them used very often. Anyway, that's a side point from me. As I say, it's got quite a small footprint, yet lots of usable space inside. That's down to the two-rib design and the fact that the sides are fairly steep, so there's not sort of unusable space tucked in the corners as the bivvy slopes away. You've got lots of usable space, and there are two large mesh pockets at either end, so whichever way you lie when you're lying in bed on your bed chair, you can have your receiver near to your ear, or you can keep your valuables nice and close to you. As I said, the front is fully zipped off here, so there's lots of airflow coming in, and there's plenty of space. I'm in my bed chair here, but I could easily put a guest chair here, and once we put the front down, you could batten down the hatches and two of you could shelter from the rain quite comfortably. It's a hot day today and the airflow is aided by this large aperture at the front, but there's also the crescent behind me. That's the vent there with a mozzie mesh, which again aids airflow. Slight negative, I'd say, is that you can only open and close it from the outside. It would be nice if you could just reach over from your bed and open that vent. Anyway, it's far too hot in here, so let's get outside and have a look at some other features. The materials used here are JRC's very best. We've got their premium Hydrotex material as the main outer. That's a breathable material, and it's got a 10,000mm hydrostatic head waterproof rating. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's all about the height of a column of water that can sit on a fabric before it starts to seep through, and that's more than enough for any fishing situation you'll encounter. It's a breathable material, as I said, and it's got a premium feel to it. It feels nice and durable. There's a slight sort of tingle to it in the sunlight, if that makes sense. But a waterproof rating is nothing without fully taped seams, because the seams are the weak points. That's where obviously there's been some incursion into the fabric to create those seams, and these are fully taped. I've had a look inside. They're really well taped. Some bivvies of old, you'd get peeling tape from day one. Not here, really well taped. So that means that all those potential weak points are fully sealed, and this is a very waterproof and clearly a very durable bivvy. Now, if you like this video, then please do give us a big thumbs up, and also do go and check out our other social media channels. In addition to that, we've now got Carpology competitions where from as little as 99p, you can stand the chance of winning some top-end fishing tackle. Click the link in the description below to see what competitions we're currently running. This is the peak on the front of the bivvy. It's a large peak and it's braced with a bracing pole here, nice and sturdy there. Have I banged my head on it? Yes, I have. I'm not used to fishing with bivvies with a peak, but I have actually found it really useful, certainly when the rain comes down, but you don't want to sort of zip yourself fully away. You want to keep things in the porch, but you want to keep them dry. So things like your shoes, if you're in bed and you're waiting to hopefully dash out and hit a run, or you've got some bait or maybe some food items just in the porch, then this peak really helps. It's a pretty large peak, as you can see, and it does provide a great deal of protection, not only from the rain, but also from the sun on days like today. But if you don't like peaks, if you keep banging your head into them, then this one is fully retractable effectively. You can remove the pole and then you can roll it up and then you can fish peakless. I found setup time with this bivvy to be well under 10 minutes. I've filmed myself putting it up for the first time, and again, having been a bit more familiar with the bivvy, and both times, without rushing, came in at well under 10 minutes. It's a very simple pramhood design that most anglers are used to these days. Because there's two ribs, it's perhaps easier to put up than a design with three ribs. And there are just two break points, so there are three separate elasticated poles, but they break in 2 points, so it's pretty easy to take down at the end of your session as well. So a couple of little features that I like. I really like the rod straps. You get one on either side of the peak. They've got a little tab on the end and heavy duty Velcro for keeping your rod secure when you're rebaiting. You can only use them when the peak is up and with the pole in, so if you want to retract the peak, then sadly you can't use the rod straps. I like the pegs as well. Now, we come to expect heavy duty pegs from our bivvy bivvies these days, but these just don't look heavy duty. They are, you know, they've got a real strong, thick gauge to them. And also at the top where you've got that normal T section, you've also got a hook on each of these pegs. So where there are elasticated tensioning straps, you can hook them over easily onto that and they won't fly off, which is a nice little touch from JRC. Another little thing as well is the heavy duty ground sheet. It is genuinely heavy duty. It's got a little tab at the front so you can orientate it easily, and then there's Velcro bits at the back so you can get it in place and create a sort of sealed unit to keep out bugs and creepy crawlies. There's also an overwrap available separately, designed specifically for this bivvy to give extra shade in the warmer months and protection against condensation in the colder months. It's made from that same Hydrotex material that's gloriously waterproof and comes supplied with its own pegs and has all the front door options and the rod straps you get on the main bivvy. So that's the JRC Stealth Compact 2G bivvy. These are the pack down sizes. We've got the overwrap here and the main bivvy itself. Fairly light, not the lightest bivvy on the market, but plenty light enough, certainly when compared with the space you get inside and the features included. The bivvy has a retail price of £314.99 and the overwrap is another £199.99.